Hi, I'm Kim Wilson,
And I'm Natasha Marchewka.
and this is Speechless.
Speechless. Speechless.
Welcome to our behind-the-scenes take on real life and VO, where we share our stories, our resources, and our unsolicited opinions. Today, yes, today, we have the most interesting man in the world.
But he didn't bring Dos Equis with him today. In fact, I
No,
don't know if he drinks it, although he does drink. Kim, show what he...
Oh,
Topo
this is
Chico
his-
water.
this is
his
his
favorite. Mineral water. Like
drink
by
of
far.
choice.
Go figure. You'll find out more about that and why he's the most interesting man, aside from creating Center Cam, being an inventor of many things and an entrepreneur. He's also a therapist. What?
Hello?
Yes. For young people struggling with substance abuse, among other things. And so created this camera, but also gold. He dives for gold, or he dove for gold. He's a gold diver in Alaska.
In
In his
Alaska.
free time.
Like, I'm cold thinking about it.
Amazing, though. He's an amazing human. We can't wait for you to meet Ian Foster.
First of all, it's awesome to meet you in person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really, it's an honor. Like, what you do is so cool, and that you came up with this idea and you did it.
Yeah.
Who does that?
Congratulations.
Thanks so
That's
much.
awesome. Yeah, you are welcome.
Thanks. My entrepreneurial journey has been completely irregular and unique, and not in the unique way that all of our stories are unique. It's been weird. And so unique meaning weird, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. And I've had a lot of misfires and a lot of attempts, and I finished a lot of stuff that nobody's ever going to see. Like, I built a lot of stuff in rural Alaska. I went down kind of this mining rabbit hole for about 10 years where I was just building everything from scratch out of metal and wood, and there was some duct tape and baling wire involved.
Who are you?
He's really an
amazing.
Alaska mountain man is what he is.
You're amazing.
So where do you live now?
But I'm in Utah right now. I just married a gal about 3 years ago. We just had a kid, got another one on the way, and I married a couple of step kids. So make it up for lost time.
Before we continue, Ian, did you bring a beverage? It's really important in our... Okay, yay. What did you bring?
I brought a Topo Chico, which is my favorite sparkling water by a lot.
Oh, nice.
This is like number 1, and then I don't even have spots 2, 3 and 4. My next is probably number 5. This is...
I'm gonna have that next time I see it. Okay, cool. Cheers.
Kim,
Kim,
what
did
on
you...
the East Coast?
I'm sorry, the cheers. I just...
Yeah,
that's okay. I've got of all the drinks I make, I made a Cosmo, and I've never made a Cosmo on the show. So cheers.
And I brought a very exciting matcha latte. And it tastes okay.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Oat milk and maple syrup tastes good.
All right. Gross. Okay.
Yours is not gross, though, is it?
No, yours is.
Yeah. Okay. Please tell us, Ian, now then, the inspiration behind creating Center Cam for our audience and your audience. I mean, we have found such joy in using it. Tell us about the why first, please.
Well, thank you so much. And thanks so much for having me here. And thanks for all your kind words. I really appreciate that. A lot of times I'm at kind of the 30,000 foot view now of, we have a whole company and employees, but back when it was just an idea, I was doing everything. Anyway, I don't actually talk to customers a lot. And I really appreciate that feedback, because sometimes all we hear about are the problems, and we forget there's a lot more not problems out there. So we appreciate that. So I call it the one summer lie. I had gone up to Alaska to to dive for gold, and I was supposed to find enough gold that I would go back to school in the fall to finish up my master's in social work to become a therapist. This is 2009.
Okay.
And I got up to Nome, Alaska, which is just kind of this dusty frontier town. It feels like an old West town. And I just loved it. And I made a decision that summer that I'd be there for a little while. And one summer turned into a decade of my life. But I always intended on circling back and getting a master's. So finally in 2020, I'm finishing that master's that I intended on getting 10 years earlier. I'm working with kids here in Utah at a residential treatment center. as a substance use counselor for kids with substance use issues. And so COVID hits, all the master's degree students like myself that were finishing up their internships, they also had to switch to remote. There's too much liability to go into a school, bring COVID into a school, et cetera. And so we all switched to remote. And all of a sudden I was confronted for the first time with that problem of like, where do I look? Do I look here? Do I look there? Et cetera. For instance, right now I'm looking at the problem differently, but I had that problem just now. Like my camera was centered. Sorry, I'll finish the story and then tell you what I did.
Yeah.
So COVID hits, we switched to remote, and I realized like I can't look at these kids anymore. And we established rapport. They were starting to do the work. It hit me really hard because I really wanted to help them. And I wanted to just be kind of a supplement in their work. Like they were actually starting to do the work, and it started to fizzle. And I saw that momentum start to shift. And that hurt. And so I thought to myself, well, how can this potentially be better? And I thought, well, what if the camera angle was different and you could actually see the person while you're talking to them? And I thought, well, maybe that's it. And so I ordered the smallest available USB enabled camera. It was a security camera that I could find. And I got it. It was all wrong. It was like on a regular USB cord. So it was like kind of sideways on the screen and you couldn't get it to sit tight. And the orientation was wrong, but I thought, hey, I think I'm onto something here. So throughout 2020, that's what I was doing in the background, was just working on that. And 2021, we had a crowdfund, and it was that great moment of, is this a good idea that all my friends are just too nice to tell me is a dumb idea? Or are strangers gonna because strangers tell you the real thing, they tell the truth because they don't, bless their hearts.
Right.
And, then we had the crowdfund, and a lot of people, it resonated with a lot of people. And I think it's more than just our tagline is a better connection now. We've sold well over 30,000 cameras now. And, it's really humbling as I say that. It's not a brag. It's like, I'm so grateful and I'm so humbled. And I'm also really delighted that, the impetus for it was to help people connect. And it's actually working. And we're really proud of that, and I'm really, really happy that we're in this position to, if we're all going to be on the online space, let's connect better, And it's
There's the quote. There's the quote. There's the quote we're using.
Better.
Yeah. If we're going to be online, let's connect better.
But what's your new tagline then?
A better connection.
A better connection.
That's not our new tagline. That's been the tagline.
Okay. Better connection. Hey, cutting in with our speechless promo to talk about our sponsors, which of course is CenterCam. So we won't blah, blah, blah about them right now, but we will blah, blah, blah about StudioBricks. We love our StudioBricks. We have an interview coming up again with the founder of StudioBricks. So you'll have to wait.
The inventor. Yeah.
In the meantime, however, we have prizes coming up in December. This is 2023. Presents. So we've got a CenterCam as a prize. We've got voice straw pack, like a deluxe pack as a prize, and also a speechless gift basket. That was a voice straw. Thank you, Vanna. If you want in on the prizes that we have that we're drawing December 15th, 2023, please do sign up for our newsletter on our website, speechlessvo.com, and you will receive a chance to be a winner in our draw. Back to the show. Well, I have to credit Larry Hudson and Mark Cashman. They are other talent that discovered your crowdfunding. And so they supported you, and they're like, you have to, and I was like, okay, purchased, and then bought one for Kim, and off we go.
Awesome.
So yeah, we spend a lot of time.
Yeah.
We spend a lot of time on camera doing directed sessions on Zoom because like everyone's business, ours has changed as well. And really, we've always had our booth at home, but now there are less engineered sessions and more direct client sessions, or it just makes it more convenient. So, yeah.
And I can't even tell you the amount of times I am in a session with my camera on and the client says, wow, we can actually see what you're doing. And here I am looking eye to eye with them and really connecting with them in a way that before we couldn't, before it was show them, Natasha, what it
we
used to
just
look
do-
like.
Well, you do what you
Yeah.
can with what you have. Obviously, I would
Yeah,
change
yeah.
the view here. And but this is
But
a typical
still,
Logitech camera that we use. And this is just we really enjoy
think of
being
how much better it is with client to client. I mean, enough
he
said.
knows.
You just,
He knows.
I knows. He made it.
Got it.
So-
Hey, ladies, I'm already sold. Got it. Don't have to keep on selling me on it.
So one of the things we're excited about besides all that is that it's so easy to set up.
Mm.
So for non-techies, I mean, we're pretty technical peeps, but for non-techies, we could see, wow, this is like amazing.
Yeah.
So walk us through, if you don't mind, dumbing it down a little, Ian, for us.
Can you do an unboxing for us?
Yeah,
Just
walk
kinda
us
show
through
us
what
how
it's
it's done?
like.
I read your email like at the reason I was late is I realized like unboxing, so I had to find a box. So anyway, yeah,
Very cool.
I can do an unboxing
Thank
for you.
you.
Yay.
Awesome. Okay,
Come
first
back
of all,
here.
beautiful packaging,
Yeah.
awesome design.
We're all about aesthetics.
Thank
Beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you
Yes.
so much. Yeah,
It was
none of this
fun
happened by
receiving it.
accident. There were a lot of deliberate choices made. So I appreciate you
Cool.
noticing that. That's really nice.
Yeah.
Lady.
Mm.
So anyway, this is the box. Open it up. There's directions there. Just getting started. Directions.
So straightforward.
One,
If you
two,
got it from
three.
if you got it from the crowdfunding days, like we had so many there were boxing shortages. We had other products we were selling too, like soft cases and stuff. There are shortages on everything. So at various times we were just trying to get product out. So
Right.
some of our early backers are like, that's not what the box looked like. And it's like, you're right.
Well, ours
But
did. It
you
was
got it.
You are
You got it
right.
in the mail, and that was our integrity.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, there's some quick start menus. There's also we have some videos, tutorials on YouTube, and so
Yes.
that's what
Watch them all.
the QR codes. What's that?
Watch them
watched
all
them
and
all.
quite entertained by your
Great. So
your
anyway,
acting. Ian.
flip box, and there's also QR code back there. So one of the difficult things, I appreciate you saying it's easy. One of the difficult things with the center cam, with a middle screen webcam, was what the niche that we've created is that it's new and people haven't ever done it before. And people take it for granted what a screen edge webcam is and does. And so they just think, well, you just put the webcam there and then you just kind of do your thing and people see the
Right.
top of your head and it's okay, you know? And if you care a little bit, then you know that you're supposed to look up into the webcam lens.
If you care a little bit, yes. Yes.
And you do that periodically, but it's still, you know, you're working on your computer here, and then every once in a while you're like, any questions? Did you see that? You know, and it's just, there's no way to not make it awkward. It's just built in. Center cam, conversely, makes you have a bunch of choices immediately. Like the first one you're confronted with as you feed the 5 feet of USB cord in up to the flex tube is you click it in, and how much of that do you want in your screen? So we recommend a little bit above middle. So I have a what is it, a 42-inch monitor here. So I'm probably going to go about a foot into the screen. But this clip was designed, it's really simple, and it got there through a complex process. We wanted it to be really easy to customize side to side and then up and down. We've all been in those video conferences where, you know, somebody's trying to figure out their tech for like 5 minutes, and it's like, come on, you know, I'm as patient as the next guy, but I don't want to sit there for 5 minutes while someone like remembers like, oh, computers exist. How do I turn this on? You know, like learns in front of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we wanted, if you need to make adjustments, you can do that really quick. We wanted to make that as seamless as possible. And then it's 1080p. This is our 1.0. It has a really interesting feature. You can actually focus it in the macro. So you could actually, I could show you my fingerprints with it. Like I can focus it so detailed, like an inch away. And then you can also focus it far away. It's an extra detail. You can actually change the lens too. It's kind of like a DSLR camera. So it has a lot of really interesting capabilities. You can get a tighter shot or a wider shot, depending on what your use scenario is.
Okay.
So, and then you
plug it in.
and then you choose in your options video inputs, and boom.
So we purchased the one that was the full package. So it had the ring light. So you added that because it was something that was asked for, or how did that all evolve then to have
Yeah.
the light?
So I travel a lot, and you end up in hotel rooms where the lighting is just awful. It's like every hotel room is trying to set the mood. And when you're traveling alone, it's like, well, yeah, I kind of want to sleep, but if I need to do work, like it's so dark in this place, you know? And so it was with an eye towards travel. That was basically what the ring light was supposed to do. So it comes with the deluxe package that you guys got. It has a soft case, it has ring light, and then center cam itself is fairly portable. So the idea was to get something fairly portable, all-in-one solution for traveling, video conferencing.
Do you have a
So that
ring
was the
light there
idea.
so you can hold it up? Just so we can see how small it is? Because when
Yes.
people say ring light, it sounds like one of those big things, on YouTube.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just
Okay,
want
so-
people to see
It's like a
how,
selfie light.
Ring light.
look how small it is, everyone. Bing
Yeah,
bong,
it's
right
like a
there. It
selfie light.
goes right on the clips,
So
right
it was-
on.
Yeah, it was based on the design of a cell phone selfie ring
selfie
light,
light.
but then we put our clip on the back of it. We had to injection mold all of it. And then it opens up to 2 inches. So it's actually a really cool lighting solution that I don't think enough people understand how cool that part of it is.
Okay.
Because cell phone ring lights, they only open up to
Yeah.
like a half inch, and this goes to 2 inches. So you can literally put it anywhere. If you're a mechanic, you're working in the shop, you can put that on your hood.
Hadn't thought
And,
of moving
I
it
mean,
around. Yeah.
I know my audience. That's why I mentioned, mechanicking out in the
Admittedly, it took me a little longer than I'd like to admit
Really?
to figure out how to turn it on.
I'm less
The-
techy
the
than you, and I
button
did
is-
it.
The button is so tiny. I was like touching it every
Oh, that
couldn't
little
figure out.
You couldn't?
in the next iteration of it, we'll definitely put like on, off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
No,
is the button.
you're not alone. Like we've gotten a few emails but
Hold
how
on,
about
I
being the
figured
owner
it
of a-
out.
Yeah. How about being the owner of the company and like more times than I'd like to admit, wondering like, why is the input black? And then, oh yeah, lens cap.
Yeah.
Like at least you don't have that one.
We need more people like you on this planet, Ian.
Yes, we
You
do.
have, I mean, my goodness, you're a therapist, so presumably very kind and sensitive and
Big-hearted.
aware, big-hearted, and an inventor and an entrepreneur, and you have tenacity and a nature guy, like
And grit.
but you're married, and so there's no opportunity here to anyone who's watching.
He's taken.
I'm
I
really
liked his invisible.
Thanks for
I
that.
like his invisible itch with like the ring. He's like, I got an itch.
now really impressed
And
with
it's kind
you
of
as a
like
human. Thank you for
framing
creating
it.
this.
Yeah.
Thank you for creating this product, and for really what it is making a change in the world. We need more people like you that are proactive about making great changes in the world. So cheers to you.
Yeah. Cheers to you, Ian. Thank you
Thank you.
so much for taking the time to be with us.
Yeah, it was a pleasure. Thank you. And if you could send me a clip of just that last part where you like told me how awesome I am, and I can like send that to my lady, that would be great.
Word. You got it.
You got it.
She-
Done. Done.
She validates me as much as I need. She's great.
Yeah.
This episode of Speechless is brought to you by
CenterCam helps eye to eye feel more like heart to heart.
Are you ready for better conversations, better quality conversations during video calls?
Yes, because CenterCam's middle of the screen camera makes it easy to maintain eye contact, and it also feels more natural.
Helping humans connect from a distance.
TheCenterCam.com. We both
We
have
both have
one.
one.
Voice talent need quiet.
For us, quiet comes in the form of a StudioBricks booth.
I love my StudioBricks because it's whisper quiet in my incredibly noisy neighborhood.
And I love my booth because when clients see me on Zoom, they know I'm a pro.
Go to StudioBricks.com.
World-class sound isolation, light environmental footprint.
Speechless. Speechless.